Coming up on today's Code Bet Daily, a very dusty Jim takes you through a bunch of NBA playoffs. Alex, what are you looking at?
EPL and an EPL relegation special.
Ooh. Statsguy takes a break from messaging randos to actually join us. And Statsguy, what are you going to talk about?
Yeah, good to be here. I'm looking at a Vardy party in the EPL and an IPL multi.
Nice one. It's full of player props, game picks, and best bets. It is Code Bet Daily. You better check it out because it's really good. Welcome to Code Bet Daily. It is Monday. Oh, geez. May 15, all day. It's episode 109 of this here shenanigan. I am your host, Jaymz Clements. I'm the editor of Code Bet. It's a very good website. You should check it out. If you're not, it seems very strange that you're listening to the show but not checking out the website. It's at codebet.com.au. We also have the Daily Show. We've got the EPL show, the NRL show, the AFL show. There's a lot of shows. I'll tell you that much. All right. Either way, this is the Daily Show. I'm joined, as always, by the Pontiffs of punting. I've got Alex Donnelly over there looking sharp, and I can actually see him for once, which is good.
Yeah, apparently making some adjustments to I'll call it the office instead of just the place I pretend to do stuff, has seemingly worked. Apparently my microphone's now working. It's only taken 109 episodes, but hey, we got there.
Nice one. Good. And that's the stats guy over there. He's taking a break from tuning up Chicky Babes. And he's hit the group chat.
Absolutely. I'm just getting around the Celtics.
How are you doing, stats guy?
Oh, very happy after this morning. Got up early to watch the Celtics winning Game 7 against the choke artists of Philly. It was always going to happen, I reckon. Very excited.
We can actually hit on that really quickly. I broke that down for the paper yesterday. Yesterday. And it was like this fascinating sort of concept of how do they go about it? How do they do it? And I think Game 7s, it's either basically a close game or a blowout.
Yeah, you called that, yeah.
I called with the close game because I think 19 of the last 20, something like that. Yeah, 12 of the last 17 or
That's
something.
That's what it was, yeah.
Were under 7 points. And then the rest of them are literally like, there's nothing in between, 7 points and like 18. Yeah. And that's exactly what you saw today. Yeah. So good stuff for your Celtics stats.
It'd be gutted if you cashed out on your Bet R thing. They sent me out last week. So I'm still hanging off to that.
Nice one. All right, this is Code Wash Daily because that's what I am today after going to see Regurgitator last night. Jeez, I'll tell you what. But this is Code Bet Daily. It's what we do every single day. Codes, betting, and daily. It says it on the tin. I don't have to tell you much more, do I? Player props, game picks, best bets for today, tomorrow, the future, whenever. I've actually got a couple of futures, I think, today. What are we all looking at? I'm just doing the playoff game tomorrow. We have the opening game of the Western Conference Finals of the NBA. That's going to be absolutely gnarly. Nuggets, Lakers. And I'm also going to talk about the NBA title prices. Who's going to win the championship? The prices. I'll break them down. Stats guy, what are you looking at?
I'm looking at a bit of EPL, which is tomorrow morning, a big match, and then the IPL cricket.
Nice. Alex?
I'm all EPL, just sticking on the same game that Stats Guy is going to talk about, but then there's a special market with Bet365, which is coming up in my best bet.
Nice.
Right, player prop. Easy ones. I mean, it's not really that easy because when you get to this point of the playoffs, you're like, well, I know what I know, but you don't know what you don't know, if you know what I'm saying.
Is there any other conclusion?
There isn't. But this is the thing. So you have, obviously, superstars on the other side for the Lakers and the Nuggets. Obviously, Jam and Jamal Murray, Nikola Jokic, hello, the two-time MVP. And I guess there's a half star there, Michael Porter Jr., maybe sometimes. Anyway. And obviously for the Lakers, you got LeBron James and Anthony Davis. So Jam and Jamal Murray, though, he at home, he only averaged 20.7 points this year, but he sort of ramped up coming back from his injury that cost him last year. And he's been really good. Like basically, if you want to go post All-Star game, his numbers have skyrocketed. He's been really good in these playoffs as well, right? And at home, Denver are basically unbeatable. They're 40-7 so far this season. Pretty good. And Jam and Jamal Murray shoots it a little bit better, scores a little bit more at home as well up there in the thin air of Colorado. He had a big game, 1, 3, 4, and 6 against the Suns, which is kind of sort of typical because he does have like those games where he just goes completely off the boil and just can't hit a shot. But then he'll turn around and like hit everything. Like his consistency of doing that is actually impressive.
Yeah.
Right, like he'll actually get going and then he'll actually really stink and you can always bank on it. But against Minnesota, which is kind of more of a analogous kind of matchup, I reckon, for this Lakers team. You got a couple of big dudes, a lot of size in that team. He had 40 in Game 3. He had 35 in Game 5 as well. And if you look at the matchups that he'll have in this series, which is like D'Lo, one of my most hated NBA players, I am German Rondo. And Austin Reeves. I think he's pretty solid to go 25 plus at least 3 times. And like even in game 1, it's $1.82 for him just to go 25 plus. I'm like, that is it leaped out at me straight away. I'm like, I think Joke is going to get a lot of the attention, obviously, but the way that Denver wins these games, especially in Denver, is going to be because of the likes of Jamal Murray, Aaron Gordon, obviously Michael Porter Jr., who I'll talk about in a second. And it's like the focus goes on Joker. This Lakers team has a bit of size. I think Jamal Murray, though, is the one that actually has a bit of leash to go off, just because that defensively, that guard rotation doesn't really strike me as massive. And if you want a bit of a revenge, stats guy, notorious KCP, the old Kenny Pope, Kentavious Caldwell Pope, he has these streaks, and I love betting on KCP in the playoffs because he is guaranteed, basically, like 2 threes.
Yes. I had a bad beat with him the other day, actually. He cost me
3 threes.
Cost me just to get 10 points, and he got 7. And
he had a random game just the other day as well where he had like his highest scoring output and he didn't actually hit that many threes. He's like, what is going on, Kenny? What are you doing, mate? But just keep that one in mind. But Michael Porter Jr. to go 25 plus in game 1 as well is fascinating. He's $8.25. Ooh. He's only done it once so far these playoffs, but if there's a dude that can go off just at the drop of a hat, it's MPJ. And especially when you think about the wing defense for that Lakers team, it's like, is he going to be covered by LeBron? Is that good or bad at this point? I'd say it's good.
Yeah.
Like LeBron's not going to be, chasing him around a million screens. So he can probably I reckon he goes off in one of these first 2 games at home as he sort of gets into the series. But obviously the superstars, LeBron's $11.50 for a triple-double. Not bad.
That's good, yeah.
But 40.5 of his points, rebounds, assists. The over there is $1.88. I like that. And same with AD. His points, rebounds, assists, the over-under is 38.5. He's just going to get all the rebounds.
Yeah, that's pretty low. Yeah.
Like 15 rebounds, 23 points, boom, done. $1.94 for the over there. I did love this, though. Nikola Jokic for a triple-double. It's $1.70. What are we doing? $1.70.
Wait, what? For a triple-double? That's
what is going on? It's because he's basically doing it every game at this point.
Still, it should be more than that. Wow.
It is crazy. But look, it's set up to be an awesome game 1. I think this series is going to be really fun. I think Denver win it. I'll get to that when I talk about the title odds. I think they probably win it in 6, but it's really, really fascinating, even for like the sort of casual fans who might be like, oh, LeBron and Anthony Davis, I know who they are, and they tune in and check out. And then they see this Denver team that's like a whirling death machine at times on offense.
Yeah,
should be really fun. Should be really good. So I think the best one out of all of that, though, is Jam and Jamal Murray for the 25 plus.
Awesome.
Stats guy, what about you for your player props?
Gone to the EPL, delving into a massive game in the morning with Liverpool taking on Leicester City. It's Leicester's home game. Leicester, obviously, in the relegation zone at the moment. Liverpool have won 6 in a row and are pushing for that top 4, for that Champions League spot. I think Liverpool will win this one, but I think there's a lot of value in some goal scorers for Leicester City because they're actually not too bad in attack. They have, I think they have the 5th worst defense in the league, but they're still averaging 1.4 goals a game. They've scored 5 goals across their last 2. So let's have a look at one of their best goal scorers of all time, Jamie Vardy, a bit of a Vardy party, as he used to call it every time he scored. Used to be a former Golden Boot winner, former Premier League champion. He was sitting on the bench for the first half, even 3/4 of this season, hardly getting any minutes. They were trying to get a lot of the young guys through, and that's ultimately not helped them moving up the ranks because they're still in the relegation zone. Didn't work out well for them. To be fair,
it's also because their squad stinks.
Yeah, their attack is actually still pretty good. You got Madison in. Their actual attack isn't too bad, but you get that experience back in, and it's sort of paying off. He scored in 2 of the last 3 games, Vardy. He's just an amazing player. Still has that pace even at his older age. And even Haaland talked him up before he started in the Premier League this season, saying he bases his game off Vardy. Just his runs, ability to always get in the right spots is just means he can score against any team. Even if he only gets 1 or 2 chances tomorrow morning, which they might not get too many against the Fire in Liverpool, but even if they get that 1 or 2, I think he's really good value to score at $3.50. You got there's about 5 or 6 Liverpool guys ahead of him in the odds because people think Liverpool are going to win. But if they're going to get 1, I think it'll be Vardy. He'll start. He's scored in 2 of the last 3 games, as I said. So $3.50 on Bet365, I think, is a bit of a value goal scorer in this one-sided game.
$3.50.
Yeah, don't mind it.
It's pretty good.
Yeah,
I like that a lot.
Bit of Vardy party.
Are you sticking with this game as well?
Yeah, I'm having a look at that, but having a look at the two Liverpool players who I think will score a goal. Start with Mo Salah. He's got 11 goals and 2 assists in his last 12 games, as well as being the first goal scorer in his last 2. The bloke has hit form at the right time of the year. Shame that Liverpool have literally got nothing to play for other than sneaking into 4th, but looks a bit tough to do given the games in hand that the other teams have on them at the moment. Yeah, they need. I think they need United or Newcastle to drop at least 2 of their last 3 games, so it just doesn't look likely for them. But look, I think Liverpool will win this. Mo Salah, $2.10 for any time seems a decent enough price. He's just continuing to do it. He's one of those blokes that once he starts scoring, he'll keep scoring. Stats guy's mate, Harry Souttar, the Scottish Aussie, he's been put on the bench, so that doesn't really help the defensive structure for Leicester, given, he's a big body that could just hey, Mo, get out of my way.
Get him out there, yeah.
Cody Gakpo also, $2.75 for any time goal scorer. He struggled a little bit when he came over originally at the start of the year, came through in the January transfer window, but his last 2 away games he has scored, and he's found form. They're just playing him a bit more in midfield rather than as an attacking winger. Leaving Salah out on the wing as well has sort of led to him scoring, and Gakpo and also Trent Alexander-Arnold playing sort of those inverted midfielders has worked, but $2.75 anytime goal scorer for him. That'll do me. I think Liverpool will do this pretty easily, but I'll talk about more of that in my match game picks.
Lovely.
Nice one. I got slightly worried about my Liverpool to miss the top 4 bet that I have.
You're looking okay, even though Newcastle slipped on the weekend.
Man, you got a big win on the weekend, so I think...
Yeah, you've got. I think there's a Newcastle-Brighton game coming up, and the last 2 weeks of both teams are pretty good for United and Newcastle.
Nice.
And Aston Villa, your team won on the weekend. There we go.
I love Aston Villa. We're unstoppable now. I love it.
And my Brighton top 6 bet is back on after they smoked Arsenal this morning.
I know. What happened to bloody Arsenal? The title race is done.
Man City won at about 11 o'clock, and Arsenal would have scored that went, crap. It's just one of those ones like, we literally can't win the title now. And it showed they did look pretty tired out there, but been a good season. Let's lose to Notts this weekend to save Notts. Let's do that.
Just let them win. There you go, guys.
To be honest, that'd be nice. Nottingham Forest is like one of the cool names of the EPL.
I was saying that to someone yesterday. And like, that is not a real team now. I'm like, it literally is.
They are a Forest.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Like Robin Hood plays for them. It's fine.
Robin Hood, that left back in a way. Yeah. Right. Game picks. I'm just going to cram that Lakers-Nuggets game all together and make a pick as well. Denver won 8 straight at home so far in these playoffs. They're cruising. As I said, 40-7 at home. I think this combination of rest, the way that their offense and defense is just really settled at the moment as well, they just look good. Talk about a whirring death machine on offense. The way they took care of the Suns was probably the most impressive win this entire postseason, I think, out of just about anybody. Maybe Denver taking care of Miami taking care of the Knicks, maybe, but still. The way they just put Phoenix to the sword was very, 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 very cool. 8 straight at home. The Lakers haven't covered 12 of the last 14 as underdogs either. So the line is 5.5. I kind of if Denver are going to win this, they're going to win it by about 8 or something. The over is 222.5 points as well. I'd be going the over because I think each time these two teams have played, the last 3 times that's gone over that mark. And I think there's just enough sort of scoring on this Lakers team and this Denver team, obviously, to push that pretty easily. So going the over, going Denver at the line. And I think there's a thing about the Lakers and the over. I think 9 of the last 11 on the road have gone over as well. So they don't mind getting a shootout. So it's sort of you can obviously see the through thread, right? It's Nuggets win, Lakers don't cover, but it goes over. Bum, done. Love it. Stats guy, what about you?
Back to the Leicester City and Liverpool game in the EPL in the morning. It was both of Alex and I have talked up Liverpool, so you got to jump on them. I think in this game, Leicester have only won 1 of their last 14 games. This is why they're in the relegation. They've been horrible lately.
And they smashed Tottenham in that game, which makes it even funnier.
And they smashed Tottenham who have just keep dropping and losing to the worst teams and somehow beating random ones. Very random. But as Alex also talked about, Cody Gakpo moved into the middle. Jurgen Klopp, people were bagging him at the start of the season when Liverpool were dropping off, saying, is he done? He's had a few,
the 7-year curse, stats guy.
Yeah, it is. But he's made some tactical changes and it's been working. That's why they can still push for the top 4. He's put Cody Gakpo into the midfield. As Alex mentioned, even Trent Alexander-Arnold, who can't defend as a defender, but they've put him into midfield, so that's working. And then you got Diogo Jota, who didn't score for a year. They're we'll just put him back in striker, and he scored a couple of goals lately as well. So I think, Jurgen Klopp should get a round of applause for that, and Liverpool fans should still be on him to get another contract, I think. But I think think Liverpool are too strong. They've won the last 6 straight. They've just got Salah's humming. He's got 26 goal contributions this season. Very underrated. There's a few other guys like that guy Haaland that some people are talking about. I think losing the talk away from Salah a little bit. But then, as I said before, I think Liverpool are going to win, but I think both teams can score because Leicester is averaging 1.4 goals per game this season. And it was a 2-1 win to Liverpool in the last meeting. I wouldn't be surprised if like a 2-1, 3-1 to Liverpool. So I don't mind Liverpool win and both teams to score at $2.66 on Better.
Ooh, I like that. Yeah. Combining your last pick as well.
Yes.
Good one. All right. Alex, are you sticking with that game as well?
Yeah, I am. Liverpool to lead at half-time. They've led in 4 of the last 5 games between the two that have been played under lights. You throw in, that's at $2.05. Given I mentioned the goal scorers earlier, Liverpool to win in over 2.5 goals. The over 2.5 goals market has hit in the last 7 Leicester City games on a Monday night. That's $2.05 also. Same game multi, just throwing a few things in from earlier. Liverpool halftime, full-time, Gakpo and Salah anytime. 3 or more goals in the game, $10.
$10. That's really good. Very nice.
So with our friends at Bet365.
Nice. So Gakpo and Salah to score.
Yep.
Halftime, full-time Liverpool.
Yep.
Yeah,
3 or more.
3 or more. If they're both going to score, you're going to surely hit you'd be pretty stiff. Yeah.
Nice. That's good. I like that.
Very nice.
I like that you've mined a lot of info out of Liverpool versus Leicester City. That's right.
Yeah.
Well, it's big because Leicester have to win.
It's relegation and Champions League.
Yeah. It's a big game.
Or Europa League.
Yes.
It's a bookend game. I love it.
Yeah.
I'm going to enjoy Liverpool next year having to go to Genk to play in the Europa League on a Tuesday night.
Maybe Club Brugge. Who knows?
No, they'll be in the Champions League. What are you talking about, stats guy?
I like it. Well, obviously, you got Champions League coming up this week as well. I'm sure we'll be talking about tomorrow. The second legs of those games going to be gnarly.
Yeah, Inter will come and host.
Best bets for today, tomorrow, whenever. As mentioned, the NBA title odds. I just grabbed these out of our friends over there. Boston are now favourites. It took them 7 games to get past a horrible Sixers team that they went down 3-2 to, and they're favourites.
Yeah, I think Denver should be favourites, but yeah.
I think Denver should be favourites, and that's where I'm landing with this because that's the value. $3.50 for Denver. Love that. If you shop around, I think you probably find some interesting prices for some of these teams too. Because if you believe in LA, they're $4. It's a pretty good price too. If you are of the mindset that LA can actually take care of Denver, I'm not personally. I just think Denver probably too deep on both sides of the ball. LA are very good. I think they'll push them, as I said. What I would like to see more, though, is the 4-2 exact series score out of this one. And so I might try and bring that up right now. But poor Miami. How's this? You got 4 teams left in the entire thing, and they're $15 to win the title. Yeah. It makes sense. We understand that. We get it.
Probably a bit stiff to be $15, yeah.
It's just tough. And in terms of like the way that I think Denver were $1.65 to win the series against LA. So they're favourites obviously in that, but $3.50 to win the title. I feel like if they do get past LA, that $3.50, like it'll be obviously the way that they get past LA, people will be like, oh wait, they are the best team.
Yeah, if they sweep them or something, yeah.
So they could actually easily go into a series with the Celtics who could struggle against the Heat. We know that, stats guy.
Yes.
We saw it in the Eastern Conference Finals literally last year. They could struggle with this Heat squad, and if that happens, like Denver are going to be short favourites in a finals matchup. So, kind of love that. And of course, our friends at a couple of our betting partners aren't showing me the odds for the 4-2 exact score.
Damn.
Let's see if I can get it over here. No. Not giving me any exact scores. You guys all are breaking my heart. Because I'll be all over the 4-2 because I think just the way the Denver play at home, they win their first 2 games at home. They go to LA, they still won there, and then they maybe they go 2-2, but maybe they get that third home game and then they win it in 6 on LA's floor, which is pretty funny.
That'd be good,
for the 2009, 2010 Western Conference Finals that they lost against the Lakers. I think it was 2009. Anyway, good stuff, fun stuff. I love all these conference finals matchups. How do you feel about your Boston $1.95 there, stats?
Yeah, I'm not trying to be biased, but I still think at Boston's best, if we start to hit shots, we're still the best team, but we just can't show it as consistently as Denver. If we can get a bigger consistency, I think we're deserved favourites, but yeah, we'll just have to wait and see if they can. Like, we can't rely on Tatum to get 50 plus every game, but Yeah.
If the Celtics smoke the Heat, then
Yeah, so that's the other thing. I don't think we will because Jimmy just won't let their team die. So, but just say we did smoke the Heat. If either team sort of makes that finals series quick, then I think they should be heavy favourites.
I like it a lot. What about you there with your best bets then, Stats Guy?
Yeah, I'm going to do an IPL multi. Just haven't given too much love to the IPL in this podcast, but there's a lot of pretty good value there. I think most games you get, even the favourites, always about $1.70. 2020 can go either way, but there's some dominant teams in this competition. First game I'm going to have a look at is Gujarat Titans taking on the Sunrisers Hyderabad. The Titans are on top of the ladder due to their ability just to bowl out teams for absolutely nothing. They've bowled a few teams out for 100, 120, and then even like 90, I think, last week. They've been awesome, and that mainly is because of Rashid Khan, who we've talked up and during the World Cup and things like that. He's probably the best T20 bowler in the world. He's got 23 wickets in the 12 games, so I just got to back his team, Gujarat Titans, which, and they also beat the Sunrisers in the last meeting, so I'm going Gujarat head-to-head in that one. Then the next game is Lucknow Super Giants taking on the Mumbai Indians. Mumbai lead the league in runs this season so far. They have a really deep batting lineup. You look at most T20 comps and teams, they sort of rely on their stars to get the job done, and then if they fail, then their team sort of fails. But they just got a really deep batting lineup all the way to 8, I'm pretty sure. So I just really like them. And the Super Giants have actually only won one of their last 4 games. So I'm just going to take Mumbai head-to-head in that one as the second leg. Then I'm having a look at Punjab Kings taking on the Delhi Capitals. The Kings absolutely smashed the Capitals in the last game, actually, when they met last week through a massive 100 by Singh. And Delhi don't have enough bowling depth just to stop this Punjab batting lineup. They've got just much like Mumbai, just really good batting lineup. So I'm just going to put Punjab head-to-head in that one. So I'm taking Gujarat head-to-head, Mumbai head-to-head, and Punjab head-to-head. You get a $4.45 multi. They're all around that $1.80 mark. It's pretty simple 3-leg multi on better.
Nice one. I love a bit of IPL.
Yeah.
Like every so often you go, oh yeah, that's right, it's on.
It's always on late at night, but you look at the high. It's the best, one of the best cricket tournaments in the world. That you got to watch it.
Yeah, checks out. And a bit of a note, I did eventually find that exact series score, $6.50 for the Denver Nuggets 4-2.
Yeah, okay, that's good. What's the favorite? What's the favorite for that one?
Nuggets 4-3 is $4.75.
Okay. Oh,
Lakers 4-2 is actually $5. So that's actually shorter than Nuggets in 6. So
that's weird. Yeah,
weird.
That's good value.
Yeah, it looks like basically it seems like the best market there is for the Nugs in 7.
Okay.
But anyway, Alex, what about your best pitch?
Yeah, so having a look at a Bet365 relegation special, of course, Southampton, as of last weekend, or over the weekend, officially going down, having lost yet another game. They're going to be on, 24 points or whatever.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter, they're
bad.
gone. Unlucky. Leeds and Leicester are the other 2 teams to go down. So with this Bet365 special, Southampton obviously in there, Leeds and Leicester, comes out to $2. And just having a look at the draw and sort of seeing what can happen over these last couple of games, Leeds getting a point at home over the weekend against Newcastle feels like just a tease, let's be honest.
I know, it's keeping the season
they've still got West Ham away and Tottenham at home in their last 2 games, and West Ham absolutely need to win one of their last 2 games to guarantee safety. So if they knock over Leeds, you don't see Leeds beating Tottenham, even though it is at Elland Road in that last game. At best, you probably see them getting a point, which will have them on 32 and more than likely still in the relegation zone because of goal difference. Then you look at Leicester. Leicester have to play Liverpool tomorrow morning. They're going to stay on 30 points because Liverpool should be winning that game. Then they have to play Newcastle. Well, they won't beat Newcastle. And the aforementioned West Ham, who still need to win a game. So that doesn't really look great for Leicester either. At best, they probably beat West Ham and get to 33 points. But you look at Everton, who are above on 32. Everton have Wolves away and Bournemouth at home and can easily get a point up to 4 in those games and keep it safe. Notts Forest, come on, just beat Arsenal this weekend. I'm all aboard that this weekend now.
He's against his team.
Well, the season's over. We can't win anything. We're guaranteed to finish second. You know what? Just play the kids. Play the kids. Give Emile Smith Rowe 90 minutes for God's sake. Play Fabio Vieira so we can get rid of him. I just don't see how the way it's going to work out that Leicester and Leeds jump up above. Notts getting a point over Stats Guy's beloved Chelsea over the weekend was fantastic. Just snuck them away again. God bless them. So, Southampton, Leeds and Leicester to be relegated at $2 with Bet365.
Nice one.
Yeah, that is a good one. I think they're going to get relegated.
I'd love to see Everton go down because it'd be hilarious, but I think Leeds and Leicester deserve to go down. And
there you go. Good breakdown. I like that a lot.
Very nice.
And that's it. Co-Bet Daily done for today. We'll be back on deck tomorrow. And then Stats Guys jetting off to the US of A.
I am.
Sending plenty of messages in the middle of the night
to you guys.
all the side pieces he's trying to tune. Either way, that is it for today. Get right around to the
wonder
shows.
if Karen's met her.
I wonder if he's got a group chat with his mum and dad as well, where he's like, just
what is this podcast turning into?
Well, Stats Guy, you're the one that group texted us at 2:40 in the morning thinking it was a girl. So
I wanted to say you.
Subscribe on your podcast app. Get around all the shows: the Daily Show, the EPL show, the AFL show, the NRL show, the AFL show this week. I think it's going to get very interesting when Alex and I get around to doing it with Leo this week. So that's going to be good.
It'll be good fun.
Hey, Hawthorn have a chance of winning a game this week. So
they
this
do.
will be interesting.
Yeah. They're $1.28 somehow, but anyway.
Yeah, but I've also literally just read Sam Mitchell's tested positive to COVID, and there's going to potentially be other players. So this is great.
Could be battle of the VFL teams.
Hey, Swans in North Melbourne as well. Can't wait.
All right. There you go. Like, review, and star all those shows. Star them, would you? Check us a follow across all the socials as well. YouTube, Face, IG, Twitter, TikTok, Twitch, all the good stuff. Send any questions, any comments. Go nuts. We've got plenty of time to answer them. We don't have that much time, actually, but we'll give it.
Stats Guys decided to take a holiday and up our workload.
Exactly. All right. There you go. Thanks, Stats Guy.
Thank you.
Thank you, Alex.
You're welcome.
Thanks, as always, to Geraldinho for producing this. He does a great job. And thanks to me for actually not having to run off and, just have a quick chunder.
Need a bucket.
Talk about an absolute washed king over here. God, can't do it. Two gigs in a row and I'm just beside myself. Either way, what do we say, Stats Guy?
Gamble responsibly.
Nice one. All right. May all your picks come in. Happy punting. This is Co-Bet Daily. Out.
Chances are you're about to lose. For free and confidential support, call the number on the screen or visit the website.